Today, we will talk about top 10 paranormal events caught on camera. Prepare for an adventure into the unexplained where the commonplace becomes the exceptional and reality is pushed to its extremes. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give a thumbs up to this video. Here we go. Number 10. Intensive Scare Unit. The 1951 Yorktown Memorial Hospital is in Yorktown, Texas, a small hamlet in the southeast of the huge state. After being operated by nuns who do not believe in pain medication, the hospital closed in the 1980s, became a rehabilitation center in the 1990s, and is now privately owned and open for visits. One of Texas' most haunted locales. Paranormal investigators Colin Browen and Peyton McOrder of Austin, Texas spent a night at the abandoned hospital and filmed their investigation. Colin said he got shivers and ringing in his ears from the ghostly activity around him. After recording a door swinging shut on its own, the group raced to investigate but found no cause. A back scratch caused Colin a red welt for no reason. The investigators interpreted that as a sign that the beings inside didn't want them there and left with physical and visual evidence that the hospital is haunted. Number 9. Unidentified and multiplied. UFO footage is abundant in the 9th slot. UFO sightings are widespread in New England, where some of the early UFO sightings happened. One Massachusetts town honors a group of pioneer UFO witnesses. A gigantic, brilliant object pulsates in the sky and divides into two on the first UFO seen in daylight. Experts recommend military experimentation, lightning balls, and drones. Other movies show strange lights in the sky moving at unusual angles and fast speeds, possibly unidentifiable. One expert claims UFOs often divide and reassemble, but no one knows where they come from. The public wants answers. Expert Mark Moran, editor and co-founder of Weird NJ, says it is definitely something way out of the ordinary. If you notice something weird in the sky, record it with your camera. Number 8. Dead-end streets. All the mysterious, terrifying apparitions take the number 8 slot. In 2016, CC surveillance in Mexico City, NM, captured an automobile approaching a junction when a woman or little girl flashes in the crosswalk. Driver doesn't see anything and drives through. Another film on CCTV shows a black mist like specter emerging in front of a car. The driver sees it, stops, and looks but finds nothing. The next apparition was filmed in Hong Kong, China, when a bright white apparition knocked a car off the road and caused an accident. Most experts believe spirits haunt places like these because of a gory past. Since the paranormal is unknown, clear solutions are impossible. Number 7. Divine or demonic. This clip was taken in Pablo Morales' Burbank, Quebec backyard while he, his wife, and friends were hanging out. Pablo said they thought Jesus was floating in the air. Experts believe this is a witch employing transvection rather than Jesus. Transvection is flying or levitating and is usually associated with witches or individuals possessed by the devil. Unclean people can conduct transvection. The man who recorded this clip, Pablo, wanted it to be Jesus Christ floating up there, but now he says, "I've never seen anything like it." Pablo no longer believes it was Jesus after the chilling clip. He won't tell what he witnessed with his wife and friends that day, but he knows it wasn't a balloon. It could be better than the entity. Who knows? Number 6. Mountain Yikes. A Hungarian mountain bike rider with a GoPro on his helmet was riding peacefully through a beautiful little lane walled in on both sides with lush green shrubbery when a gray, smooth, and very human-like creature jumped right at him, causing him to swerve and whip the camera around to see what it was. However, only the picturesque meadow lane was visible, no one was in the villa. The riders switched the camera swiftly, thus unless this was a supernatural entity, it had super accelerated speed to leave so rapidly. What was that humanoid that attacked the bike on that green wall lane? Anyone can guess, and the answer may never be known. Maybe ignorance is best? One expert explains, whatever it was, he's lucky he didn't get his face ripped off. Number 5. Fear the forest. High-altitude drone photography is widespread today. Cannock Chase Forest, England is known for its weird hauntings and terrible history of killings. In April 2015, James Cooper and David Whitehouse took drone footage of the gorgeous woodland. The land's history may explain it. They photographed a bizarre white figure among the green trees and flora. The whitish, unclean figure seemed like a mother or child inside the tree line. They informed others and learned about the black-eyed girl of Cannock Chase, and a mythical forest apparition with missing eyes that people encounter often. In fact, the black-eyed girl has been seen worldwide. This footage chills because it portrays a bizarre apparition standing alone, acting abnormally and eliciting terror at first glimpse. 100% that was the black-eyed girl. Cooper and Whitehouse say they captured film of this scary ghost. Number 4. Creepy cave cryptid. Caves are difficult to examine, so undiscovered species may emerge. Jiv and his wife of Tarpon Springs, FL, visited Hallstrom, Austria and explored Dachstein mountain caverns. The footage they captured shows a see-through phantasm of a human scaling the cave walls above them. It appears to be spelunking with cat-like precision and is nude and without gear. The footage is as difficult to comprehend as to describe. "What is that?" the pair asks, unsure if they believe what they see. Thankfully, it was filmed. The land's history suggests this is a ghost, according to show experts. Caves were frequent in early civilizations, thus it may be a ghost. A frog or live thing was suggested as an explanation for what was scaling the walls, since no one knows. Experts have never seen anything like it. Knowledge needed. Any information please share, asks Frzina. Number 3. Orang you glad to see me. According to legend, the orang bunyan, or hidden people, lurk in Indonesia's deep woods. Beautiful and strong interdimensional phantom entities that reside on the edge of humanity and can only be seen by those with second sight. Believed to be vengeful, they can make you disappear if you seek them. A man searches for the fabled species in 2019. He uses his flashlight to video the green trees and taunt the creatures to get them to come out. His recordings may be disturbing. Someone appears to be squatting and facing away in the light. Almost immediately underneath, a face and 2 arms slither toward the cameraman. He said, "It's chasing me." He ran to pals. Paranormal investigator Brian Kama says, "This is really terrifying." Nor does this match the orang stories, which one expert calls benevolent beings. The 2 creatures caught in this Indonesian forest, the orang mythological creatures or something darker, like alien spirits. The video implies that folks in the dark did not want this move to be kind. The answers were in the Indonesian countryside, and were the phantom being stories true? Number 2. Face your faceless fear. Can something be willed into existence? According to Tulpa, if enough people believe in and think about something, it can become actual. The internet created the second-ranked cryptid encounter if Tulpa is true. Eric Knudsen invented Slender Man, an internet meme from 2009, for a contest asking for new myths to frighten people. Many people claim to have seen or encountered Slender Man, an extraordinarily tall, very thin man in a dark suit, without a face who haunts the night. His story was widely reported online and even made into a movie. This second clip features Mo Sargi and Rennie, 2 paranormal investigators searching the Canadian woods for the Slender Man. The detectives found an unusual piece of junk in a tree during their icy trek and collected it. The men were horrified when they opened the bag to find a bloody doll. They then decided to depart quickly, and when the camera turned around, a tall, willowy, darkly frightening monster was caught on camera, barely visible and strangely towering above the investigators. Slender Man, faceless, stick-thin, towering, and dark, loomed in the bushes near the investigators as they ran away, shouting about what they saw. No one knows if Slender Man is genuine, but this clip will make you ponder. We finally topped the list. Some may disagree, but this is paranormal caught on camera's creepiest, scariest moment. Number 1. Growing up Bigfoot. Paul Freeman's 1982 footage of a big, hairy cryptid in the woods is the top paranormal caught on camera clip. Since that sighting, Freeman was hooked. He searched constantly for new evidence. After Paul Freeman died in 2003, his son Michael Freeman of Spokane, Washington, this writer's birthplace, continues his father's search for Bigfoot. On August 20, 1992, Paul Freeman found footprints he believed were from Bigfoot. He produced molds of them and submitted them to science, which specialists claim have been highly helpful in their studies. Paul films the brown, enormous beast for 10 seconds. This footage's impact on cryptozoology and new generations of Bigfoot hunters is some of the most compelling evidence, and experts agree it hasn't been tampered with. His son Michael wishes his father could be alive to see how much the footage and proof have affected the globe, stating, "That was the only day I ever saw my dad scared of anything." Another expert says, "This is the apex of Bigfoot footage. No wonder it topped the list." That's it for today. Let us which of these incidents scared you the most. Subscribe to get the latest updates. See you then.